All right, guys, Casper and Dennis here from Submission Radio, and we are standing here with a pioneer of Australian mixed martial arts, the Hippo, none other than Anthony Perosh. Anthony, it's good to see you here. Obviously, I had you on the show. It's good to see you in flesh. How are you feeling about coming down and fighting in the country again?
Oh, great. You know, it's great. Always fighting, always great fighting in the UFC, but you know, even better on my home turf. So looking forward to it.
Now, Anthony, you were on a great win streak. Obviously, you had a couple of difficult fights. This is a great opportunity to get back on that win streak. How do you feel about this fight? And also, what are some of the challenges that you believe this fight presents to you?
Oh, look, you know, there's no easy fights in the UFC, and this is going to be a tough fight. But yeah, I'm coming off a tough decision loss with Ryan Bader, and want to get back in the win column. And you know, I don't know too much about my opponent yet, but I saw a few highlights, and he likes to strike. So you know, I've dealt with strikers before, and my goal is to knock him out or take him down and choke him out.
Oh wow, that's a good goal to have.
In terms of your last fight, you know, obviously you showed a lot of heart, you showed a lot of toughness against Ryan Bader, no quit in you. I wanted to ask you, what did you learn from that fight? What are some of the things that you worked on afterwards, after your fight with Ryan Bader?
Oh look, he rocked me early in the match. So you know, one of the main principles of fighting is be first, and he was first, and I was always on the defensive from there. I wasn't just trying to survive, I was trying to get up and win, but he kept the pressure on. But you know, every time I spar, just you know, it's got to be in your head that you got to be first, and you know, that's the main thing I learned from the previous fight.
Now, when we spoke to you on the show last, Anthony, you had a bit of an injury.
Yes.
Obviously, it happened during training. We was also gutted that you didn't fight in the last card. Tell us, how are you feeling? How's the body feeling? Are you feeling great, ready to go?
Body's 100%.
Nice.
Ready to go.
He's like the $1 Million Man. Build him, make him stronger.
That's it. That's all it is. It's, good doctors around.
Now, Anthony, when we had you on the show, when we said that Anthony is a pioneer of Australian mixed martial arts, we weren't lying. Obviously, you competed prior to UFC 110, but that was like your coming out party, obviously, against Mirko Crocop. You had a very interesting story to tell us about how you were actually approached in that fight. Something about a hotel lobby, Joe Silva. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Like I was just standing in the lobby and just hanging out with the other fighters, and Joe Silva, the matchmaker, comes up to me and looks me up and down and goes, "How much do you weigh?" I went, 100 kilos. He goes, "Do you want to fight?" I went, "Yes." And at that stage, I thought I was going to fight at light heavyweight. But then he said, "Oh, do you want to fight Crocop?" I went, "No." And then 2 hours later, I had a bit of a think about it, and I thought, I just turned down fighting one of the best guys in the world on my home soil, on pay-per-view in the UFC, and I just called him back straight away and told him that, and the rest is history.
And you were training with Crocop. Well, he was training a little bit with you prior to his fight. I believe he was going to fight Ben Rothwell.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I trained with him. He just, you know, with a Croatian background, he used my gym a couple of times, and he had his own coaching crew and training partners. But yeah, I was talking to him during that week, you know, before the match.
He's a man of few words. And now let's talk about your training and preparation for this fight. What kind of specifics are you focusing on for this one? Obviously, you mentioned your opponent is a striker. He's a dangerous one. Where will you be training, and what will you be focusing on?
Just finalising where I want to do my training. I do want to go overseas for about a month or so, just finalising the final details for that. But you know, it'll be a good, as always with me, you know, a good balance of striking, wrestling, and ground. You know, I'm not going to let lapse in any of those.
So it's safe to say you're going to be in first this time around, and you're looking to finish the fight.
Absolutely. It's you know, that's the goal of every fighter, really. It's to be first and finish the fight in the first round. But if the fight goes the distance and it's a you know, 15-minute war, then so be it as well. But you know, I'll be ready whatever the match comes.
Yeah.
Either way, on November 8th, you know, of course, we'll be really excited to see you. All the Aussies in the whole world will be excited to see you. In terms of the light heavyweight division, you know, where do you see yourself? What are your goals in there? Obviously, fighters take, you know, fights one fight at a time. What's next, assuming that you win this next fight?
Oh, look, the goal is to win as many matches as possible and move up the rankings. And you know, I'm outside the top 15 at the moment. So you know, this win probably won't even get me in the top if I win this one, won't get me the top 15. I'll just fight someone a bit higher ranked, and just keep moving up that ladder. And everyone's goal is to first make the top 10, and then become #1 contender and fight for that title. That's everyone's goal, and that's my goal too.
Guys, they call him the Hippo. He's going to be fighting November 8th. Make sure you check it out. He's a very modest man, and a big win will definitely get him back into contention. Anthony, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. My pleasure.